End of the world, a biblical prophecy that is clearly stated in the Word and not told. The prediction of divine judgment upon Jerusalem is not only a prophecy of that city but also a countdown of events portending the end of the world. The famous conversation between Christ and his disciples in Matthew 24 was primarily about Jerusalem. After Christ lamented over the disobedience of the city, his disciples approached him to show him the beauty of the temple buildings. To their shock and horror, Jesus responded by telling them that the day will come when not one stone shall be left of that city that shall not be thrown down. At this prediction, the disciples immediately requested of Jesus to tell them the signs of his coming. This is where he began his countdown to the end of the world. But what does the destruction of Jerusalem has to do with the end of the world? The predicted calamity to befall the Jewish city was fulfilled way back in 70 AD, a little less than 2,000 years ago. The only way we can resolve this seeming difficulty is to recognize the principle of proleptic prophecy. What is proleptic prophecy? It is a prophecy that has both a limited and a fulsome fulfillment. A good example of a proleptic prophecy is found in the prophecy of Joel. In the book of Acts, the Apostle Peter, under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit, applied Joel's prophecy to what took place on the day of Pentecost. In his countdown to the end of the world, Christ is actually suggesting that some of those signs that are associated with the end of the world will also precede the destruction of Jerusalem. For example, the setting up of the abomination of desolation spoken of by the prophet Daniel is said to have fulfilled just prior the destruction of Jerusalem. But this abomination of desolation that was prophesied in Daniel 11 and 12 is clearly said to be an end-time scenario. Here is a summary countdown of events leading up to the destruction of Jerusalem that will be repeated in connection to the end of the world. The proliferation of false prophets and false messiahs, factional infighting within the city. The hearts of men waxed cold. Signs were seen in the heavens. The abomination of desolation was seen within the precinct of the city. The people of God who believed the prophecy fled the city. The glory of God had departed from Jerusalem. The city was destroyed by fire. May we who are living on the threshold of the end of the world should take a lesson from the experience of the unbelieving Jews. As we continue the countdown